Ladies and gentlemen, Warrior Nation, welcome back once again to the weekly Warrior Wrap-Up. I am Sam Eglowitz, as always, happy to be here with Mike Datello. How are you feeling, man?
Feeling good, a little nervous. It's my first time doing one of these.
Dude, you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. So, I want to ask about your training so far, right? How long have you been coming to Warriors to train?
I started in the middle of February, and I've really been here ever since.
Gotcha. And how has it been? Before I get to that, what brought you here to train?
Just been watching wrestling since I was a little kid, since I was about 9, and I knew at some point in high school that this is what I wanted to do in my life. So just making the strides to get there.
Any childhood favorites? I know I was a John Cena and Jeff Hardy kid.
I was a big edge guy.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Even so, we're roughly about the same age. So when we were growing up, Edge was probably one of the, I know he's a good guy on TV now, but back in the day when we were watching, he was the biggest villain to ever villain. So what drew you to a character like that or a guy like that instead of someone who's a typical favorite like a John Cena?
Well, when I started watching wrestling, he wasn't the best guy. He was a bit of a jerk. And then as time went on, he started growing on me. He started becoming not that much of a jerk anymore. And then eventually when he had to retire, that really hit me hard because I felt like I took him for granted a little bit and all the stuff that he did in the ring. And then when he came back in 2019, that was a pretty big deal for me. And that kind of jump-started me getting here.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. So you've been here since February, you said, so that's about 6 months. How has what's it like to train here so far?
I love it, honestly. Warriors reminds me about like how I used to feel when I played football when I was on the football team. It's like a family, and I love it. I wouldn't really trade anything for the world.
So you played football too? I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Have any of those skills or lessons that you learned there? You already mentioned the family aspect. So has there been anything else, whether it's skills or mindsets or lessons you learned there, or physical conditioning? Anything else from football that has transitioned and been useful to you here in wrestling too?
Definitely taking a beating helps a lot because that's what I was a running back and getting it every day at practice and running the ball. It's just hard. You always got to get back up. For like things I brought over here, it's just discipline. Do what my coaches tell me to do. If they tell me to do something and I don't do it, it's bad on me. It makes me look bad. And you just gotta carry the brand and do what you're told.
Yeah, hell yeah. So we've seen you, Mike, so far on a pre-show match where I thought you had an excellent showing. I called that match.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Yeah, you got it. And we've seen you in a couple of Warrior Showcase matches on YouTube as well. And it seems to me, in my personal opinion, like the name Mike Datello doesn't get enough shine. Because even just watching the guys train back there right now, I can tell that you're one of the most solid out of the new crop of people that we have here.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
And it shows, you got it. So what I'm wondering is, to me, I see someone who's got all the pieces and all the tools, right? So what I'm wondering is, what do you think it is, not that you're missing necessarily, but what do you think it's going to take for you to get from where you're at now, being on the YouTube channel and on pre-show matches and stuff, to that next level of being on main shows, fighting bigger names, fighting for titles, things like that? What do you think you need?
More experience. Just gotta keep coming, getting my reps in. The more time, the more I'll develop, the better I'll get.
Hell yeah, I like that answer. Because sometimes you could have, like I believe you do, you could have all the tools in the world, but there's no substitute for experience, getting the reps in, like you said, and training and stuff like that. So when we do see you advance, get to the main shows, get to bigger stages and things of that nature, do you have any championships that you dream about at night, whether it's tag, no limits, heavyweight? Are there any belts that you think would look great around your waist? Are there any guys that you dream about wrestling that you think you would have a killer match with, things like that?
A few titles I would really like to go after. There's definitely no championship. Love to get in there and get a little extreme. You know?
Hell yeah.
A couple guys I think are really good. Steeler, E-Rock, Dexter Obsidian, Roger Mendez, Max Payne, guys like that. Definitely would love to get in the ring with them and just keep honing my craft.
Hell yeah, man, that's awesome. It's kind of interesting that a lot of the guys I brought on here so far, Mad Anarchy, E-Rock, a lot of the people I've spoken to, Chris Steeler in that No Limits Championship is a name that keeps on coming up. So when you look at a guy like Chris Steeler, right, let's just use him as an example. Someone that has been here for a long time, someone that I don't even need to tell you how the crowd feels about him. I don't need to tell you either how the crowd feels about him. When you look at a guy like that, do you look at that and see, wow, I would like to be in that position and I would love to have the crowd hate me like that and I would love to yell at the fans and stuff? Or do you think, dude, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Who do you want to be? How do you want people to feel about you here?
I want to be liked. I want to be remembered for my craft and what I could do in the ring. I'm not really here to make friends. Never really was. Never really came here to make friends. I came here to win championships, make a name for myself. And if I got to go through guys like Chris Steeler, E-Rock, and all those guys, I'll gladly do it.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. So No Limits Championship, interesting. How many people have their eye on it? How many people want it? Chris Steeler too. How many people want to get him in the ring? So let's compare Chris Steeler to a guy like Joey Ace, current world champion, right? So is he a little more of a role model, being that he is someone that has risen to the top, much like Steeler has, but that's someone that's risen to the top, but has also managed to maintain the relationship with the fans and be a fan favorite? Is that something that's important to you? Is he more of someone you would look up to than, say, Chris Steeler?
I would definitely like to be in the spot like Joey Ace is right now.
Yeah.
Definitely like that. He's adored by the crowd. Everyone loves him. Love what he does in the ring. Definitely would.
Is that important to you, would you say? You brought it up a couple times, to be liked by the fans?
Definitely is. Definitely is important to me to be liked.
Gotcha.
Don't want to get into this business to get hated.
What if you had to pick one or the other? Success, fan adoration?
I guess I'll cross that road when I get there.
I guess so. Is there anything that we need to know, the Warrior Nation? Is there anything we need to know about Mike Datello before I get you out of here?
Don't sleep on me. I'm not gonna stop coming. I'm here to stay.
I believe it. Mike Datello, pleasure to have you here, man. Thank you
man.
so much for being here. Appreciate it. Warrior Nation, make sure to leave likes on the videos and leave nice comments and subscribe and all that good stuff. There's going to be another video. Click on that somewhere around here to check out more. Thank you for stopping by today.